तो सर हाँ परसेंटाइल अभी कम हो गया है सर, इससे बच्चों की क्वालिटी पे इफेक्ट होगा कि नहीं?
wherein the criteria of admissions will be beyond CAT.
What's the one or two things you want to bring in from IIM Calcutta to Raipur or Accelerate?
Calcutta, the systems and processes. XLRA, the culture out.
Who is your competitor, sir? Direct competitor.
Honestly speaking, I was not even aware of that Udaipur is doing so and so, etc. And it's fine. People think Raipur is remotely located. kahan jayenge?
In today's episode, we're going to understand the reality of the new IIMs and the baby IIMs. आज हम जानेंगे उनके प्लेसमेंट्स कैसे करें, उनके एडमिशन प्रोसेस के अंदर क्या क्या चेंजेस हुए हैं, क्यों IIM रायपुर हैज कम आउट ऑफ द कैप प्रोसेस सडनली, वाज इट अ सडन डिसीजन बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया और वाज इट अ प्लान डिसीजन? इससे तुम्हें क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है? क्या कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा अगर कैट की परसेंटाइल 94 परसेंटाइल से अभी 90 परसेंटाइल हो चुकी है? क्या तुम्हारे एडमिशन्स के चांसेस बढ़ने वाले हैं या तुम्हें इससे कुछ भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता? इन टुडेज पॉडकास्ट वी गोना हैव डॉक्टर ककानी, हु इज डायरेक्टर ऑफ IIM रायपुर, वन ऑफ द लीडिंग IIMs अमंग द कैटेगरी ऑफ द सेकंड जनरेशन एंड थर्ड जनरेशन IIMs. हम ये भी उनसे पूछेंगे कि क्या ये कभी ब्लैक IIMs को कम्पीट कर पाएंगे कि नहीं कर पाएंगे, उनका विजन और उनका मिशन समझेंगे ताकि आप अपना डिसीजन बेटर ले सको. तो बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स, एंजॉय द पॉडकास्ट और मुझे कमेंट करके बताइएगा हाउ डू गाइज लाइक इट. Hi guys, as you can see that 55% of you guys haven't subscribed to the channel but you guys are enjoying the content. If you're really enjoying the content, do it in the subscribe button because ये हमें मोटिवेट करता है और हमारी टीम को मोटिवेट करता है और मेहनत करने के लिए और अच्छा कंटेंट आपके लिए लाने के लिए. So thank you so much, please enjoy the journey और subscribe button पे click करिए. Alright, hi everyone, welcome on board. Today I've got respected Dr. Kakani with me, who is Director at IIM Raipur. Today I'm going to ask him some tough questions. Sir, welcome sir, really humble to see you and have you on board.
Thank you so much, Sumit ji.
Sir, पहले तो सर you're making some news. IIM Raipur is out of the cap process. आपके फ्रेंड्स IIM नागपुर कैप के अंदर ऐड हो रहा है और आपके फ्रेंड्स आप कैप से बाहर जा रहे हैं. महादेव जायसवाल IIM संबलपुर. Why this change? First of all, was it planned or was it like on the jiffy you thought कि हम अपना करेंगे?
No, I think in the month of July 2022, our academic council, essentially academic council holds the rights of how do we go about doing these admission process and others. And of course, board members and everyone else have to be in sync. Hence, in July 2022, the academic council decided to move out. And then progressively we made a timeline, we chalked it out. Last year, as part of our 10 blue sky policies for IIM Raipur, January 2024, we documented it, and then slowly, steadily, we informed our sister IIMs about this decision, I think around July 2024, and then right now where we are, it's there.
Okay.
The aspect is, I think, change is a constant, and hence this is something which is built into our future planning.
You and Udaipur, you like it or not, you are neck to neck. Okay. तो सर हाँ परसेंटाइल अभी कम हो गया है सर, इससे बच्चों की क्वालिटी पे इफेक्ट होगा कि नहीं?
No. There are many other things which essentially are built in. And if you see the final aggregates index score which is going to be created for selection of the candidates, I guess to a large extent, to my knowledge, 50% weightage is for CAT score.
Yeah, I understand. But what could be the thought process जब 2022 में आपने सोचा कि we should be out of the cap? Cap is a good, respectable process, but and once they do one common admissions interviews, and then you guys take a call on that. But if you want to share it out, why is this decision?
So the point is, we need to understand one thing here. Change is the only constant. And an institute having a vision of, let's say, 30-35 CAGR in terms of whatever criteria you might look at every year in terms of, let's say, long duration academic degree programs, others essentially have to create their own capacities and move towards that. IIM Raipur plans to double its capacity or have it a hostel of 1200 space by FY 2027, to be specific, if all goes well, by January 2027.
Oh, nice.
And if that were to be the case, then you would agree that our various other aspects which are built into our system have to move further. So there is a plan, there is a thought. We possibly will be having, if all goes well, we'll be having 2 admission cycles. One, the June cycle, which is targeting the MBA program, and another a Jan cycle starting from Jan 2027, which is targeted towards 1+1 year master's international dual degree program in collaboration with a few European universities to start with, and maybe others as well should be joining. To very quickly give you, we are talking of, let's say, like University of Essex or Wolverhampton, or there are a few Y School, France, etc., for 1 year there, 1 year in our campus and 1 year in their campus, and wherein the criteria of admissions will be beyond CAT. In other words, the Jan cycle will be essentially an admission process for all guys across the globe. Most welcome to come and apply, and you're part of a certain master's degree program that is there.
That's crazy, sir. That's really, really crazy dreams. Great, sir. Great. And sir, when you, what are the issues when you were a part of the CAP process? Matlab, they were working smooth. You're getting admissions. It's been long.
Yeah. See, first and foremost, CAP process, we've got no complaints.
Yeah.
Fantastic process, amazing seamless execution. All the 10 IIM directors are they meet almost frequently and very easy execution. However, we have to create our own capacities, understand that aspects such as differentiation happen when you do it on your own. On top of that, last year, October 2023, the institute decided to have its tagline as building business owners. In other words, students or candidates with certain amount of entrepreneurial mindset. Very similar to, let's say, Koi Code's globalizing Indian thoughts.
Yeah.
So most of the ingredients of what we take in, whether it is faculty or students or anyone else, will, in some sense, will have to capture some of those traits.
Awesome. So, so you'll have more autonomy regarding admissions. You can have your own cycles. You need not depend upon the cycle of CAP as well. That's a good thing. But still, I'm not getting the point of, sir, dropping the cutoffs. But sir, do you believe CAT percentile is like whole and soul representation of a student's mindset up, or you think there is much more beyond that? Because now you've added up, you're giving more importance to education as well, work experience also. But what's your take on that?
I think there's a lot to do with conversations which will happen during the interview as well. You see, you capture, one is essentially what happens. Definitely CAT is very important. We respect the process of CAT and CAT scores. However, these conversations which happen during the interview, these group discussions that will happen there, will give a lot of insights about the candidates, and in some sense should be very positive.
Friends in the various IIMs taking this initiative of going out of the CAP process. Is it hitting someone's ego, if I can use the coarse word?
No, I've never spoken to other colleagues out there on this particular issue. Good thing is we've got a very friendly and nice relationship with our sister IIMs.
Yeah.
And there is nothing about ego and aspects such as those. There was a certain mandate which essentially our council asked us to do. We informed our friends in the sister IIMs, that is the admissions, CAP admissions chairpersons and others, and that look, there is a certain mandate given and we'd have to slowly, steadily plan and move on.
Great, sir. Great. So I'm going to ask you a tough question, sir. May I?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, it's like कुछ भी पूछो जवाब तो मुझे ही देना है, right, sir? So, sir, among you are neck to neck with Udaipur, ठीक है? So I was doing a YouTube video where I was asking कौन सा IIM तुम्हें CAP IIM चल जाएगा, and they were like good kids, all kids who were clearing the cutoff 94, 95, and I was discussing with that, and they were like हमें Udaipur चल जाएगा. The brand building of Udaipur, the foundation of Udaipur was led more or less at similar time, and but they're killing it. And but your placement numbers and Udaipur placement numbers, your set of companies, their set of companies are also neck to neck. What's your take on a student who comes to me and asks me, sir, Udaipur versus Raipur? This is not my question, sir. This is students' question. So, कहाँ जाना चाहिए और क्यों?
I'm not aware much of what is happening in IIM Udaipur, but I've been to the institute 2 years back, and it's a great institute. I have a lot of respect for Professor Ashok Banerjee and other team members as well.
Yeah.
So we don't compare apples and oranges here. In that sense, Udaipur is Udaipur. It's a great institute, and IIM Raipur is Raipur. It's an institute which has a certain mission, and we are going very meaningfully there. And we've got a very supportive board, and we've got a very clear-cut, you can say, mandate. Our capacities are being doubled. As I just mentioned to you, we are working on a certain improvements that the product will be having. For example, we have a boot camp which we do when a candidate joins, which I really doubt any other IIM or anyone else do. So there are a certain product tweaks which have already happened, and which will get reflected in the way things will pan out over the future course. My sense is you will see a drastic change in the perception of IIM Raipur over the next 2 to 4 years.
Excellent.
It's just a matter of time. Touch wood, we just need certain blessings and wishes, but we are moving there.
Super. And sir, would we ever cut to the chase of those Ahmedabad, Bangalores of the world? The last director, Bhaskar sir, moved out and now he's IIM Ahmedabad's director. And he was with Raipur before, right, sir?
I was with, this is my first directorial admission post in...
No, not you. Bhaskar sir, who moved to IIM Ahmedabad.
Bharat Bhaskar sir was 17 to 22 and 23 onwards he's in...
Ahmedabad.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So my question is, so would we ever cut to the chase, Raipur, of those, sir, Blackie, have you heard this term, sir, Blackie IIMs? Bangalore, Lucknow, Ahmedabad, कोई black eye बोलते हैं, Blackie IIMs. अभी IIM Bombay भी add हो गया है. Mr. Tiwari sir, Manoj Tiwari sir, he has been on the channel as well. So would we ever cut to the chase of ABCs of the league?
So honestly, I think we are all, my sense is we should be moving to single digit ranking very soon. But 2026 is max to max.
Wow.
One part. And second, I think we're moving pretty smoothly. We've got a great team. Look at the fact that we've doubled our faculty strength in the last 2 years. Our last 2 adjunct professors are people who've been there, done that. Dr. Pushp Kumar Joshi, CMD of HBCL, has been kind enough in joining us. Then we've got CEO of T-Hub for that is Professor M. Srinivas Rao. He's joined us as adjunct faculty. So there are a lot of meaningful, you can say, people who are in some sense able to identify their own meaning and purpose with us, in some sense, are coming together. And in that sense, Jugalbandi and magic should happen.
It'll come. And sir, you come from Auxiliary Jamshedpur. You were teaching there for long years. 1949 established to a, in my parlance, I say, when students come and ask me, sir, how are the new IIMs, how's Bodh Gaya, how's Sambalpur, I say them, yaar, dekho, expectation rakho, you are a developing country, ke developing IIM, right? Now, sir, we've got infrastructure in place. Now, campuses are there. Earlier, I remember Nagpur used to share the place with NIT Nagpur. Sambalpur was like a 2-room, 3-room dream, and now they're bigger and better. But yeah, sir, coming from a 1949 established institution to as people call us, baby IIMs or a new IIM, what's your take? How do you find it different?
So I guess you learn from each institute whose our portals you go through, right? Mm-hmm. I've learned from IIM Calcutta, I've learned from IIM Kozhikode, I've learned from XLRA Jamshedpur, and tons of respect for all these institutions. And you can meaningfully take up those things and put it here as well, right? And I've also internationally experienced Copenhagen Business School, Lagos Business School, and others. So I think all of that essentially gets reflected in slowly, steadily. And the best part is it is not me. There is a very committed faculty and staff here, which essentially is doing a very meaningful job. Wow. So 3 years back, our staff strength was 22. Right now, I think it is 130.
Wow. For all the programs?
Yeah, it's like the total amount of the complete set of people who are there. So a lot of things are happening.
So let's get into details. I want to know it more, sir. What did you pick from your stint at IIM Kozhikode, which you're trying to plug in? I know Kozhikode is they're doing globalization, localization. There's a lot of focus on that. Auxiliary Jamshedpur. What are the one or two things you want to bring in from IIM Calcutta to Raipur or Auxiliary, one by one?
Calcutta, the systems and processes, amazing place. XLRI, the culture of both the students and the faculty, the way the intermingling happens, and the conversations happen, and there is a very niche thing out there, which I think I can only say that you have to experience it. Then Kozhikode, look at the kind of research and the faculty that they bring to the table. Very meaningful, committed, and fantastic leader, creative leader out there. Devashish sir, I have loads of respect. So it's like you're picking up with 3 major institutions of very different types. So each one's got their own USPs.
Super. Who is your competitor, sir? Direct competitor. जिसको देख के आपको लगता है ये मेरे से आगे नहीं जाना चाहिए.
In life, I've learned one thing. Never compare yourself with others. Just keep the focus and keep going. And the best part, even whether it is about me or anyone else's, I think you'll be far more happier if you keep the focus and keep going without comparing yourself. And the same goes for the institute also, if given a chance for myself. Fine, there are metrics. You can always look at them and see where you can improve. but I don't think we should compare ourselves with others.
सुपर. फिर भी सर कुछ तो होता होगा, ये उदयपुर हमसे ऊपर क्यों, नीचे क्यों?
नहीं है यार, you actually, you see, point is, you have to take the metrics and then look at them. Honestly speaking, I was not even aware of that Udaipur is doing so and so, etc. It's fine.
अच्छा, तो you think we are number one among all the second gen, third gen?
No. I think what I'm trying to say is I've never seen this one-to-one numbers, etc., and compared, etc.
Superb.
There is a certain vision, certain mission, certain, you can say, motto which the institute has been given. All the three things that are there. There is a fantastic board. There's a fantastic academic council. Let's talk to each other. Let's do something meaningful. Let's keep going.
Superb. And sir, who is your best friend among all the second gen, third gen? Is it Bhim Rai, Maitri from IIM Nagpur, or is it Mahadev Jaiswal from IIM Sambalpur, or Mr. Sahai from Jammu?
All are very good friends. In fact, I treat Bhim Rai sir and Vidya Sai sir, that is IIM Jammu directors, as kind of my mentors.
Yeah.
When there is an issue or two, I do give them a call and seek advice.
Wow.
Even Ashokta is a good mentor out there. Ashokta of Udaipur. I think you have to learn from each other, right? And we do help each other. And for me, in some sense, a benchmark has been Professor Rishi.
Yeah.
The way he managed the game as well. Rishi is there. Debashish sir is there. They're all super duper. Bharat sir hai hamare Ahmedabad mein.
Correct. Rishi, I've done a podcast with Rishi. Really good guy. You know, he cut to the chase and just he's really amazing. Very well learned, and I really like him. Great, sir, great. And I tell my students, you know, have your expectations right? And sometimes they compare Raipur, Udaipur with IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta of the world. And with due respect, I just tell them, देखो यार हमारा CAT percentile भी 99.xx नहीं था, हमारा CAT percentile उतना है और उसके अकॉर्डिंगली हमें इंस्टीट्यूशन मिलेगा. ऐसा नहीं कि इंस्टीट्यूशन बुरा है, but set the expectation right first of all. I just tell them, and I tell them developing country के developing IIM. And but sir, there is so much of if I can use coarse word shit which comes to us on social media these days. I'm sure you've gone through all this, what people write about us. I also get a lot of shit in a fun way. But what's your message to these all 21, 22-year-old kids who are starting their career in this social media phase where anything is plugged back from any of the new or the baby arms and it's taken to the moon? What's your message to them?
Okay. My sense is, I think, before you buy the product, it makes immense meaning and sense to visit the IIM that is there. A. B. Also, ensure that your expectation should be on those lines itself. Don't be driven by expectation done by someone else. Have your own sense of smell when you visit these IIMs. So, in other words, if I were to get an admission in Raipur, I'd say, hey there, why don't I come in the first week of June or second week or whatever, say, last week of May and spend one small tour of the institute for half an hour, 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, whatever it is. You find us meaningful, great, nothing like it. Because each institute has got and created its own meaningful stuff. There is a certain direction, there is a certain mandate of the board and others that are there. And it's like you keep doing it and you would be far, far more sensible when you actually go to the site of action.
Super.
Simple instance. On the face of it, people think Raipur is remotely located, kahan jayenge, etc. Raipur airport is so well connected and we are just 20 minutes from Raipur airport. You just have to come and experience it. These things essentially can't be shared. You have to understand on where it is coming.
Right.
Fine. If you are taking some, there are a few things which are there. Second, understand the context. For example, we are in a location wherein the density of population or the aspects related to that is very different, very less. And these open spaces will have a very different kind of a charm compared to, let's say, you're being in the midst of the action in Mumbai, let's say. So there are those aspects also, so the socio-economic, geopolitical context of the place also matters.
Super. That's great. Sir, you also a professor at LBSNAA, right? You teach bureaucrats and whatnot. Sir, how many years was that and when was it?
About 3 years. It was 2012 to 15.
Great. Anything you bring in from there which you implement with these students, these young kids, 21, 22, 23 right now, or you learned from them and which you're implementing at Raipur?
So, certain aspects such as team skills, the way you kind of go about understand the expectations of other stakeholders, the way, let's say, open-ended conversations are there. Many of these aspects, in some sense, have got inputs from those community members only. For example, the 1 to 8 days of boot camp. Last year it was 7 days, this year it will be 8 days. The 8 days of boot camp which you start with is largely speaking based on certain understanding of the modern generation and some inputs from experiences of the Apex Indian Public Administration Institute, which you were mentioning about.
Oh, nice. You picked up from there, and it's the boot camp word comes from, it's a very army focused word.
So to be specific, the title is Emerging Managers Boot Camp.
Oh, nice. Super. This is great, sir. I can keep talking for sure, but I'm going to come and visit Raipur and, of course, take my 2 cents.
Most welcome, Sumit and would love to kind of host you as well.
But yeah, any parting thoughts with all my 21-year-old kids, sir? ये सब अभी CAT दे के हटे हैं and they are waiting for the CAP process, IIM calls, etc. कुछ लोग my school SPJain में पढ़ रहे होंगे, कुछ लोग IIM अहमदाबाद में, कुछ लोग IIM Raipur.
SPJain is a very good institute. SPJain is a fantastic institute. And to be specific, I have taught for 2 to 3 years there as well.
Oh, when was it, sir?
2013, 14, 15.
Oh, wow.
So 15 I was in fact teaching there, and I also taught there in 2006, 7, 8. That period as well.
Super.
Yes.
Great, sir. I'm very proud to share I got a Best Alumni Award also. And I just completed my 15th year this last Saturday. So I went for the alumni meet. Yeah, it's a great institution for sure. But sir, all the best for...
very quick,
please.
Parting thoughts which you
Yeah, we missed it, yeah.
Right. Enjoy the end of the year. And I would say have an open mind and enjoy the life that is going on. Be positive about it. You will reap rich dividends.
Kya baat hai, sir. Boys and girls, do it to the like button for sure and drop in your comments. What do you guys think about IIM Raipur? Any questions you have regarding the IIM Raipur's CAP process, CAP going out, GAP going in? Is it a wise decision, good decision? Give me your thoughts and I'll share your comments with sir as well. Sir, aap bhi reply karna in your free time.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for joining in, boys and girls. Take care, sir. Have a good day ahead, sir. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.